What's up, guys? Welcome back to All Wings Everything. You are back in the kitchen with your boy Spinelli for another easy and delicious recipe. In today's video, I'm gonna show you how to make a one-pan taco mac. This recipe is easy, simple, and quick. You guys are gonna love it. So I hope you're in your kitchen. I'm already in mine, so let's go. All right, so here are the ingredients we're gonna use for today's recipe. Let me tell you what we have. So right here, we're gonna use some whole milk. I have some beef stock that I had in the refrigerator. If you have chicken stock, you can also use that. We're gonna use some diced tomatoes and some jalapenos. Now, guys, if you have the Rotel, you could just buy a can of Rotel and use that, but they don't have Rotel here in Dominican Republic, so I have to make my own, which is, I'm gonna use some diced tomatoes and some jalapeno peppers, and I'm gonna dice them up. Also, we're gonna use tomato sauce. I'm gonna use some fresh cheddar cheese, guys. So you can also use the packaged cheddar cheese if you want to, that's already shredded. But me, when I want that cheesy, creamy taste, I use fresh cheddar cheese because it melts better. We're gonna use taco seasoning, some elbow macaroni, and we're gonna use some ground beef. So these are the ingredients. Let's go ahead and continue. All right, so I've measured out the ingredients. So let me tell you what I have. So right here, I have about 1.25 pounds of ground beef. Right here, I have about 10 ounces of the diced tomatoes with the chopped jalapenos. So if you have the Rotel, can of Rotel, use a 10-ounce can. But what I did is I made about 10 ounces of the diced tomatoes along with the chopped jalapenos. Now, guys, if you don't want to put the jalapenos in there, what you can do is you could chop up a green bell pepper, saute it a little bit to where it's softened, and then add it to your tomatoes. That's a way to substitute the jalapenos or jalapenos. Right here, I have a cup of milk. I have 2 cups of the elbow macaroni. Have a 1.5 cups of fresh cheddar cheese. Have a cup of beef broth. Have that packet of that taco season and an 8-ounce cans of tomato sauce. So these are the ingredients, guys. Let's go ahead and start putting this baby together. Real quick, one pan. Let's go. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is cook our ground beef. So I've already turned our cooktop on. I'm gonna let it come up to the temperature, maybe for about 30 to 45 seconds. Then I'm gonna add our ground beef. All right, so let's start adding our ground beef. And we're gonna cook this until it's brown. And just because I'm Spinelli and I love seasoned food, I'm just gonna add a little salt here. Even though I know I'm adding some taco seasoning, I just have to have a little extra seasoning on mine. And I'm gonna sprinkle just a little pepper on it. Again, you don't have to do this, but I like my food well seasoned, so I'm gonna do that. All right, guys, so it looks like we are completely brown here. I'm gonna pause our heat here, and I'm gonna go and drain off the fat, all right? All right, so now that I've drained off the fat, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna start adding our ingredients. So what we're gonna start with is our Rotel. And make sure you keep the, you don't wanna drain your tomatoes in this Rotel, or if you did diced tomatoes, keep the juice in there. Also, we're going to add our tomato sauce, our beef broth, the milk, lastly, our taco seasoning. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna give this a big mix like this, or a good mix. I don't know what a big mix is. A good mix like this. We're gonna bring it up the temperature to a slight simmer. All right, guys, so now you see it's at a slight simmer. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start adding our elbow macaroni. We're gonna get that mixed in here. And what we're gonna do now is we don't want it to come to a full boil. As you can see, it's simmering like this with a few bubbles. We're gonna turn it down on low. We're gonna cover it up and let it cook for 15 to 20 minutes. So I'm gonna set this timer here, and I'll see you guys in about 15 minutes. All right, guys, so we are back after 20 minutes. Let's take a look at what we have. Guys, we are ready right here. Man, look at this. See, it's ready in minutes. Simple recipe, guys. Look at that. Let's not forget the cheese. I almost forgot that cheese, so we gotta add that cheese in here. Just like this. Let me put this cup down, this spoon down. We're gonna start adding our cheese. Gonna get that mixed in here like that. It's definitely not taco mac without the cheese, that's for sure. And we're gonna mix this until that cheese gets melted in there. And there you have it, guys. Easy one pan taco mac. Guys, if you're looking for something simple, quick, and easy, your go-to is always a one pan recipe, because typically what you're doing is you're throwing everything in one pan and you're just cooking it for, most of the time it's less than 45 minutes. Most of the time it's 20 or 30 minutes. So guys, this is a great recipe if you're just in a hurry, you need to get something out real quick. Not to mention it's delicious. That's one thing I like about these one pan recipes. It's a simple recipe, but the taste and the flavors that come in these one pans always seems like you put more time in it than just 20 or 30 minutes. So I highly recommend these type of recipes when you're on the go, guys. So the measurements and the ingredients are all in the video description below, along with the links to these items if you don't have them, guys. Guys, take a look at this, man. Man, look at that. Ooh, look at the tomatoes, that cheese. Oh my goodness. So guys, let me get back to it. Guys, check out those links. Also, the ebook is also out. Down Home Foods, What I Learned in Alabama. Guys, you're gonna love this book. I have a snippet of how I learned these particular recipes right before each recipe, so you get to learn a little bit about what was going on in my life at the time I learned some of these recipes. So guys, let's go ahead and get into quality control, because I'm ready to try this out. All right, let's go. All right, so we are back here with quality control. You already know what it's like on quality control. By the time we get to this part of the video, man, my stomach is rumbling. So without further ado, let's take a look at what we got, that taco mac, guys. Woo, man. Let's go ahead and go right into it. Let's get right into it. Oh, yes. Man, this is good, good, good. Of course, that taco flavor, along with your elbow macaroni. I garnished it with a little cilantro. Wow, like I told you, very easy recipe, simple, nothing extravagant. No, nothing for me to say go all out and say, oh man, this is the best taco mac I have. Man, it's taco mac, you know, but it's delicious. So guys, don't forget, check out that ebook. And until then, I'm gonna continue to eat this. You can tell I love this. Oh, another thing I like about it is those jalapenos that I put in, the chopped jalapenos that I substituted for the chili peppers for the rotel. It brings a little heat. Nothing that you can't handle, but it brings that heat that really, really brings out the flavors of the taco. So if you want to use bell peppers, remember you can't use the bell peppers, but I like these jalapenos, all right? Until then, I'm your cook, Spinelli, all wings, everything, and I am out. Peace.